Oh my goodness! I woke up today to breaking news all over the place. We've all heard 6-inch G.I. Joe action figures are coming out soon and that they should be shown off and displayed at Toy Fair like waves 1, 2, maybe 3. I don't know anything. This is what the internet speaking through me, and that we might be getting a 4-inch action figure line from Hasbro, from Jazzwares. We don't really know. I don't really know. I haven't heard anyone who says this is absolutely certain what's coming out. But I woke up today and apparently somebody's got a Snake Eyes. Apparently it is a convention exclusive, and apparently it looks cool. So I thought I'd do a quick reaction type video to take a look at it and talk about my thoughts and my opinions real quick, because I absolutely know you all care about that stuff. But anyway, but if you haven't heard, and I'm not sure which rock you're under, but if I can help out and spread this information, why not? So here we have a Snake Eyes 6-inch figure next to some gear and a really cool designed, looks like weapon holder, sword holder, whatever, not weapon but sword. I'm not a huge fan of I like Snake Eyes, sorry. I'm not a huge fan of the 6-inch figures. I am a 4-inch figure from 1982 to today. We haven't had much product in the last year and a half or so. Actually, we haven't had any product in the last year and a half. So, I can see a lot of why people are salivating over this, because it looks cool. Now, when I look at this, unless I flip over here to this picture, well, even this picture, it's really hard for me to imagine that these are 6-inch figures. Now, I have this 6-inch figure from Jazzwares, the Havoc, that looks a lot like Firefly. So I look at this and I think, I could see G.I. Joe in this scale. But, I look at these pictures and my mind can't quite wrap around a 6-inch Joe line yet, because everything, my experience, my life has been surrounded by 3¼ to 4-inch figures. So I look at these and I think, wow, those are cool small figures. I can see this in 4-inch scale. Now this picture, from what I understand, is Snake Eyes standing next to a custom figure that doesn't really exist. It's not a Joe figure. It's just a custom from this group. This is from Toy Migos, their Twitter account, is where I got these pictures from. So these aren't mine. Most definitely, if you've seen any pictures, you know they're not mine. But I found them, I pulled them off of Toy Migos' Twitter account. But I have to say, he looks pretty cool. He's got his sword, he's got his guns, he's got some stuff. It looks like nunchucks attached to his right leg. I just patted my left leg for some reason. Got a backpack, and it looks like we've got some exchangeable hands down here. A finger pointing hand, and maybe a karate chop or a slap you on the upside of the face type of hand. But that's kind of neat. I think I prefer the swappable hands. Oh yeah, Toy Migos. Here's an out of the package look at the Hasbro G.I. Joe Classified Series Snake Eyes figure. So, I like the Jazzwares figures. What I don't like, set my iPad down there. What I don't like are their articulation. Let's not get this in front of my face. I don't know where to put that. They have finger hinge, and it doesn't really hold the accessories like guns very well. So I'm very interested in these swappable hands as opposed to finger joints. I sure don't hope they don't have finger joints. What else is here? Here's another picture of Snake Eyes, and he's got his swords and his ninja weapons. It looks like hanging on the item in the back. And yep, there's still these. Let's zoom in here. Sorry, it's kind of a blurry picture when I zoom in. It doesn't look like they're hinged fingers. It looks like they're formed. And if we look at these are, well, that's definitely a formed hand right there. That one. He has an interesting look. It almost looks like he's got black boots, but maybe a gray. The lighting's not great, but maybe like gray pants and black, shirt and arms, black head and a silver visor. Doesn't look like he's got a mouth. I know the controversial thing with Snake Eyes is when he has lips coming through his uniform. I don't like it. Imagine you're wearing a mask or a stocking mask, and that sucker is so tight that it goes into your mouth. In your. Can you? Well, he doesn't talk, but the breathing. I would think, ew. So I really don't like when he has lips showing through his costume. It's like the Batman. It's like the Batman nipples from the third and fourth Batman movies. It's just, why is that necessary? It's not. And I'm sorry for putting your mind, showing that back to your mind and reminding you of this. It's not a necessity. But he looks nice. Is there another one here? Yeah, okay. So it looks like this one comes with a bunch of accessories. He's got some sais and some not knives, some swords, maybe. I am not well versed on ninja martial arts weapons. Bear with me here. I'm gonna just I'm gonna describe them. You got little axe thingies, and you got little dagger thingies. I know size from Raphael Ninja Turtles, but hey, some sort of a bow staff with knives on the end and big swords. Hey, look, there's dogs. I think those are dogs. Dogs or dragons. I don't know. I shouldn't make this video, should I? But what's neat is this thing holds all those accessories. That's neat. I like that. That's a cool thing. That's the last picture of these four. They've got. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm gonna grab them. There's kind of just an out there knowledge. I'm going to be getting all these figures. I'm going to review them on the channel. I'm going to show them off whenever I can get them. I don't know if I'll get them, early or if I'll get them late. I don't know when. If I'm not a member of Hasbro Pulse, and so I've heard that this figure should be available this weekend on their website after they make their big speech or announcement declaring what's out. Again, I don't know those facts either. You'll have to refer to, check out GeneralsJoesReborn.com. He's got a countdown timer, and he's got some information on what time their speech is. It's supposed to be live streamed. So, I've got 100% no facts. I'm just going off of all the hype on the internet. But I've heard that this is supposed to be released this weekend. I don't know if all the figures will be out for pre-order. I don't know what websites, what stores are going to get these 6-inch figures, but I'm going to hunt them down and I will do videos on them. Let's back out of here and head to Twitter. Let's see. Final. What am I doing final? Full Force. There we go. I think they've got some different pictures here too. That's their video. Hey, check out their video, by the way, Full Force. I don't know if they've... Okay, so here's like a close-up of Snake Eyes. So, hey, that's cool. Okay, now we can see his face really well. Look at that. So, there are no lips, but there are breathing holes. And look at that. The Arashikage sign, the symbol, is right there, kind of like it's a bow tie. It's martial arts Snake Eyes bow tie, I would say. Got some cool grenades there across his chest. And his belt also has that same symbol. It looks cool. I'm not going to say it doesn't. And let's take a peek here at this one. This looks like it's kind of like the playset set up. It's got this is actually a really clear picture. Okay, except for when you zoom in. So it's got Snake Eyes right there. You can see the dogs a little bit better. You can see the hands, his machine gun, and his backpack with a sword that attaches to it. And the rest of those weapons on display. And then the packaging, it has some artistic stuff. Some art. Imagine that, a toy package with art. And then this over here on the left side, this is the big, from what I understand, is behind on the back of the package. So let's exit out of there, see what else. Oh yeah, they're insisting that these are alley vipers, which I'm not disagreeing. But that'd be fascinating if we're actually going to get alley vipers of all the vipers we could get. Oh, here's some more. It looks like Plastic Battle's Twitter account provided some of these images. It's interesting. All these people who all of a sudden have photos of this thing releasing today, 3, 4 days before Toy Fair. But let's just take a moment and look at this. I'm going to zoom in. Tell me that this is not a full-on G.I. Joe Power Yo Joe piece of art here. Think back to the 80s. You know, we get those catalogs with the art, and it was just like full of action. It was a singular image, but there was so much action in those images. There is so much action in this image. They're moving forward, they're driving forward, they're heading into the battle. I'm not sure why Cobra's on their side. It looks like they're on their side. We have so much here. We have Trouble Bubbles, we have Hiss Tanks, we have Rattlers, we have Conquests. We've got, I think there's a shark and a dragonfly there. There's a Skyhawk, a Bridge Layer. There are Mauler, Vamp, Armadillo, Wolverine. Some of this stuff is getting... I think there's a Snowcat right there. And we got a couple Bridge Layers, actually. I'm not really sure what that item is. Not sure what that is. Oops. Firebat, maybe? We definitely have Duke, Snake Eyes, Scarlet, Roadblock, Gung Ho, Destro, Baroness, Cobra Commander, and what appears to be Alley Vipers. Okay, we'll go with it. Night Raven's up at the top. There's some ninja guys here. Could this be an updated Ninja Viper? Updated Red Ninja? Could that be Storm Shadow that we don't recognize because this isn't color? I don't know. It has a dark outfit. I wonder if there's a Storm Shadow there. We just don't know it. Because there's definitely a ninja right there. Oh, we have fangs. So there's a lot of neat stuff in that picture. That is what I would call a G.I. Joe art image. It is, let's get going. That picture hypes me right there. Even if I'm not a huge fan of 6-inch figures. So here's another picture of the figure and his accessories. The backpack looks really pretty neat. I mean, you don't have to do something crazy like, you know, say a helicopter backpack or a jetpack backpack, although those are cool. You know, a backpack with missile launcher. You know, that's a cool looking backpack, I think. So what's fascinating though to me is actually, let's talk about the removable hands. I see all this stuff, but I only see 2 hands. So does that mean this is a set of hands? Like another set, you take out both of them? Or can you just interchange to your heart's content? Or are those both hands the same hand? You just swap out maybe the left hand or the right hand. That's kind of interesting to me. Is there anything else there? Oh yeah, he is standing in front of his package. Or part of his package. Thought I turned you off. Anyway. So you can kind of see, let's see. What else is here? Photo bucket stuff. This is what looks to be the edge of the packaging. So this is number 0. It looks like if you look in the background, you've got foam inside. So this is the whole convention set from what we can tell. With this oh, here we go. Now I don't have to try to explain. Look at it. So the figure in its package will sit in there, and then all the accessories and all the pieces will go in there. And let's see. There's the back of it. Oh, there we go. And this is, I think, what the collector's set front and back looks like. It's kind of fascinating, though. If you look there, there's all these Hasbro toy boxes. 2 pieces? Is that what that says? I think that says 2 pieces, maybe. Elite Ruckus, ICS-8. I'm just kind of looking at these boxes here for a second. I think someone left their shoes on the floor. Someone definitely left their shoes over there on the top right. But there's got to be more than 2 pieces in there. Is there anything else? That's maybe their stage. So anyway, I mean, that in itself, I'm not really into crazy super artwork, but that's pretty crazy. There's a lot of interesting things going on there. Anyway, let's get back to the package, and we'll wrap it up here. So that's what supposedly this new classified series packaging is going to look like. Um, I'm just looking at it through an internet photo. So, I mean, it looks white and black, maybe grays. Um, I don't know if anything's metallic. I don't know if anything is shiny. That's what I see is what you're looking at there, and it looks kind of neat. You can see it. It's kind of interesting. The Full Force pointed this out, but I'd also, when I saw some photos, I recognized this as well, and that's the cutout in the packaging is like a GI Joe star. You can kind of see the points there. Here's the front, and then there's the back of the star right there. So that this image is definitely the back of the package. You can tell there. What's the side? So it looks like Snake Eyes wraps around from the front to the side, and it looks like, could that be a timber image right there, or an animal right down there at the bottom? Don't know what the rest of the side is, but come on, there we go. So yeah, there's the other side. Looks like there may be a little sleeve thing that covers it. I don't know. Are you excited for G.I. Joe? Hey, you know what? It also looks like, there might be more in here. That looks like a poster print, that image there. And if you look at this, that image, that's a lot bigger than this. I wonder what else is in. I bet this is the convention exclusive packaging. I wonder what more is in this. Anyway, I can keep rambling on and on. We can chit-chat one-sidedly while I talk to you, and then you leave comments if you want to. But are you excited for this set? Are you excited for this set? Are you excited for 6-inch G.I. Joe action figures? The first G.I. Joe figures in about a year and a half that will finally be... Actually, a lot longer, because the figures from a year and a half are from the G.I. Joe Collectors Club, so they're kind of exclusive that way. But these will be supposedly on shelves. These will be on websites, and you can order them from anywhere. But this convention it will be an exclusive, this convention set. So yeah, let me know in the comments. Are you excited? I am. I'm not 6-inch fan, but maybe they'll convince me. The one thing I don't like, let's just get in here, something really quick I don't like. I've never bought a 6-inch figure that has one of those movements right there. To me, that looks clunky and weird to play with, and it breaks up the figure's torso area really bad. So revisit. Sorry, I don't mean to jump back into the video, but it's one thing I liked about the Jazzwares figures is this little hip motion. I like this quite a bit. I feel it's a natural movement here, just that torso wiggle. It's supposed to have quite a... Oops, let's knock everything off there. It's supposed to have quite a bit of articulation here. Let's see if I can find that figure again. So it looks like it's got double elbow joints, double knee joints. It's got some ankle articulation. Definitely has waist articulation, like around the legs and then the hips and stuff. Rotation at the wrists, and some... It's got to have movement at the head. It's just got to. If it doesn't have head articulation, there's a problem. But I guess with those belts, you don't see it as much. I don't know. I'm not a fan of that little, what do they call it? The ab crunch motion? I don't know. Anyway, that's it. I better wrap it up, otherwise I'll just keep talking. Who can't talk about this stuff all day? You can talk about it all day. I can talk about it. There are HissTank forums that constantly are talking about it all day because it's our hobby. It's our enjoyment. Why not talk about it? Anyway, I'm signing off now. Thank you for stopping by to watch my reaction. We'll see you in another video in the future. Have a wonderful day. Like, comment, and subscribe because I can say that. Bye.